Wrestling has been around since the Roman Empire. The original Roman Empire. Over these many decades, there has always been one who stood above the others during their time. These are the men and women who stood atop Mount Olympus and claimed the title of greatness. Now, what if these rulers of their time were able to meet today? To see who is the best. This is Legendsmania.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legendsmania 6. I am Vince McMahon. Joining here with me is the one and only Mean Gene, and tonight, Legendsmania, it is going to set the bar higher than ever before. Oh, indeed, we've got some tremendous action coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be a Be Our Guest match. We'll also have a match entitled Bad to the Bone. Also, we will want to know what's the rush. And of course, in our main event, the legend of legends will be determined. 4 of the all-time greats will be in an elimination match. And the last man remaining will be crowned the inaugural Legend of Legends champion. Indeed, it is going to be a tremendous event, ladies and gentlemen. And to kick us off, we're going to find out what happens when worlds collide. All that and much more right here as part of Legendsmania. Bret the Hitman Hart making his way to the ring right now. One of the key members, if not the actual leader of the Hart Foundation. However, tonight's going to be a little bit different. It'll be tag team, but he won't be with Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He will not be with the British Bulldog. Oh my, you're kidding me. The reigning, rated to reign as champion at a AAA. Talk about the past meeting the present. The Hitman Bret Hart and his niece, Natalya. The reigning to reign as champion in mixed tag team action. And this is Worlds Collide. Well, that almost makes you wonder who they're going to be going up against. I've got to admit, I am very curious indeed. Something tells me one of us has an idea. Well, I may know a little something. Oh, my.
Weighing in at 238 pounds, Antonio Inoki.
World-renowned superstar Antonio Inoki. One of the biggest names ever to come out of Japan. And he will be part of this big matchup. Familiar view. Oh, here we go.
And his partner from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky.
Oh, this is going to be one heck of a way to kick it off here at Legendsmania, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mind telling you. Mixed tag team action when worlds collide. Well, we're looking for the absolute best at what they do historically as well as today's modern product. Io Sky is one of the most recognized, one of the most decorated women to come out in a very, very long time. Indeed, a standout talent everywhere she's ever been, of course, coming from Japan, taking the culture and the history and the training of her native Japan and bringing it here to the United States, fusing it together with the style learned here, starting first with NXT. Antonio Inoki, a legend in her hometown, starting things off against Bret the Hitman Hart. What a match to open things up. Look at this. This is Legendsmania. Well, this is what it's all about, and we knew that this was going to be a night that would deliver, and already it has. Inoki going to work right now on the leg of Bret the Hitman Hart, something we would normally see the Hitman usually doing. Inoki now going to the middle rope, drives that knee down. Well, the Hitman really caught that one flush. A lot of damage done with that knee drop by Inoki. Antonio Inoki, one of the very few wrestlers that can say he's been in the ring with names like Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Dusty Rhodes, but also one of the all-time greats in Muhammad Ali. Indeed, legendary match those two men had in Tokyo back in the 80s. The wrestler versus the boxer, the match that everybody wanted to see. They tie up here at ringside. Irish whip is reversed, and Inoki goes into the guardrail. And the Hitman drops down across the throat. We want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network for Legendsmania 6. Andrew Roberts in the house. The Hitman's going to beat the count back in. Can Inoki do the same? Yes, he does. Well, the last thing we want to see around here is a count out in a match like this. We need a winner. Inoki with that kick right to the head, and the Hitman able to kick out the back door. Oh, big knee strike right there. The style of Japan coming through. They call it strong style.
A lot of high-impact wrestling out of Japan. And look at this. Natalya getting her hands on Inoki. Well, I guess she's just an equal opportunity destroyer.
The Hitman with the slingshot across the cross chest, and there's a 1 count, all he's going to get.
Well, Bret the Hitman Hart is indeed the excellence of execution. And he's showing right now why he's earned that title and continues to.
Indeed, the Hitman now with Inoki with a pile driver. And Antonio Inoki does not want to be on the receiving end of too many of those, I can tell you. Bret Hart on the top rope, and look at this. Oh, Io Sky just shoving him off.
Well, that was great strategy right there, protecting her partner. But look at this. The Hitman's going to go for that sharpshooter. He's got it on him.
Indeed, the Hitman deep, and Inoki saved once again by Io.
Well, we're seeing a lot out of Io Sky, and she hasn't even legally tagged into the match 1 time yet.
There's a cover, hook and a leg, got a 2 count, and Antonio Inoki desperately needs to make a tag. The Hitman going up to the top rope. What's he got in mind? Inoki, cross body, he got caught. And now the Hitman goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Will that be enough? He's got 2.
We are still waiting to see the ladies get involved in this match. At this point, may not even happen.
Oh, we spoke too soon. There's a tag made. And now the ladies will tag. And that automatically brings Io Sky into the match. Inoki tied up on the rope. Oh, look at this. Io got caught by Natalya. Walking it off.
Well, Natty, ever since becoming the Reina de Reinas champion, has really adopted a different style of wrestling. She has become a lot more of a submission, ground and pound type MMA style, more or less.
Well, indeed, she has reinvented herself, as they say here in the business. And done so with all the success she's ever done in the past. Now coming off that middle rope and driving that elbow right to the throat. And Io Sky may not be able to kick out from this one. There's a 1 count. Turns it over now. Look at Natty stretching out the shoulder of Io Sky. Referee right there to see if she wants to give it up.
Oh, Io Sky comes up with that tremendous European uppercut. Really spun. And there's another one. Natalya can't take too many of these, I'll tell you that much.
The momentum starting to swing in favor of the team out of Japan here in Worlds Collide. Action spills out to the floor. Io Sky cross. She just came diving through those ropes. Suicide dive across Natalya.
Crash landing right here on the hard floor surface, too. There is no forgiveness in that floor.
Irish whip reversal, and now Io Sky just paying the price. Wow, if this wasn't personal going into it, it's getting there pretty quick. Referee's count is starting to get closer and closer to 10. Io Sky battling it out here ringside. She'll beat the count back in. Will Natalya? Just barely. Oh, she caught her with that clothesline.
We've seen her put a lot of people away with that clothesline. Will she add one more name to that list?
And now Natalya gonna go for the sharpshooter, and she's got it locked on her. The referee is there.
But Io turns it around. Natalya has her down again, and she's going to go right back for it one more time.
She's close to the ropes. Is she going to be able to reach them?
No, she cannot. And it's a win for the Canadians. What a tremendous match to kick things off, ladies and gentlemen. We take a look back at some of the replay action here. It is tremendous. A pile driver right there by the Hitman Bret Hart. Antonio Inoki so close to getting pinned on a number of occasions, but the Japanese superstar able to kick out time and time again.
Well, things really changed, I think, once the women got involved in the match. Natalya really seemed to dominate in the match between her and Io.
Yeah, you see that one right there. That clothesline really turned things around. And here's Io for the second time in a row. Put into the sharpshooter.
The team up, Natalya and Bret Hart.
A most impressive victory, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more action in just a moment. And first, we'd like to acknowledge some of the newest members of the Nation Network.
Hi, it's me, Antonio Banderas. When I use my Bosch fridge, it makes me feel different. It makes me feel like Antonio Banderas.
Well, I hear you, brother. Because when I use my Bosch power tools, I feel like the Macho Man Randy Savage. You dig it?
I do dig it, Randy.
Whip it!
Powerful power tools.
Phenomenal appliances.
Rotary hammers.
Dishwashers.
Mighty sauce.
Induction cooktops.
Randy!
Coming. Impact drivers.
Refrigerators.
Watch this. Elbow. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, be our guest. Featuring guest referee, Rey Mysterio Jr.
Well, anytime we have a guest referee, there's always a really good reason for it.
A special referee match. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Rey Mysterio.
Well, Rey Mysterio going to be the man calling the action once the bell rings. Oh, and take a look at who the first participant's going to be.
I'll be very curious to see how down the middle he can call it.
He's the reigning Intercontinental Champion. Titles are not on the line here in Legendsmania, with the exception of our main event later tonight.
And the participants, first representing the Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Mysterio.
Well, Dirty Dominic Mysterio is going to have to be perhaps on his A game here tonight because, well, let's just say things haven't gone very smoothly between him and his father since he became a wrestler and joined the WWE.
Well, indeed, there are those that would say he stabbed his father in the back shortly after joining the active roster.
Well, that's something I know a little something about, and they say time heals all wounds. We will see about that.
Oh, and that's his opponent. Are you kidding me? It's a family affair, ladies and gentlemen.
The man who lies and cheats and steals going up against the Dirty Dom.
And Rey Mysterio. There is deep ties running between these three men. It'll be very interesting indeed to see how this one goes. I don't know that I'd want to be in the position of Rey Mysterio.
It's been some time since we've seen Eddie Guerrero here on the Nation Network, and it is always a pleasure when we do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we call it Legendsmania. Went for the drop kick right off the bat. Dom comes up with a small package. Rey Mysterio there for the count of one.
Well, he may have been a little slow getting into the position. I'm not saying he was.
Oh, he's right on top of that one.
Bit of a delay on that first count, though. Almost seems like he's buying Eddie an opportunity to get back in.
Just the fact that Eddie Guerrero right now has already been pinned on two different occasions, had his shoulders put to the mat, and we're not even a minute into the match. Dom going to work now on the ankle and the knee of Uncle Eddie. Here's a cover. There's a count of two again.
Well, I've got to say early on, I'm very impressed with Dom doing a tremendous job against Uncle Eddie.
Big forearm, and that one caught him, but Mysterio says you're in the ropes. You're going to have to take it back out. Once again, Mysterio calling for the break, and Dom not too happy about it.
Well, Dom is going to have to be very careful of what he says and what he does. Dad's already not really happy with him, and given half an opportunity right here, you never know how some calls could be made. All you have to do is watch the NFL to see how you can turn a game around pretty quick.
Dom trying to get in between them there, giving both men a warning about taking shots on the break. And now Eddie Guerrero fires back with a series of chops and kicks. Has him up, and Dirty Dom in trouble. Could be the gory special. Nice reversal, and Dom bringing his A game here today.
Well, that's what we said at the beginning of the match. It was going to happen.
Tilt-a-whirl into a backbreaker. And now Guerrero trying to keep that momentum swinging his way. Action on the apron now. Eddie goes over the top, and he drops him head first. Dom Mysterio DDT'd on the apron. And now Eddie Guerrero doing a number on Dirty Dom here ringside. Has him up. Oh, my word.
That was a spinning version of the Razor's Edge. That's a dangerous enough move on its own. And now Eddie having words with some of the ringsiders.
He elects to come back down to the floor. Did not go for the high-risk maneuver. Might be the right call to make.
Well, I'll say this, if you're not sure, then it's the right call to make. Better safe than sorry.
They continue the battle here on the floor. Mysterio putting that count on. Here's the Irish whip once again into the turnbuckle he goes. And now, what's Eddie going to do here? Tornado DDT out of the corner. Going for the cover, hooks the leg. Will that be enough? There's a count of 1, 2. He almost had him.
Well, that was a 2.5 count. It was a real close opportunity, but now suddenly Eddie Guerrero is really in control of this one.
Hurricane Rana off the middle rope. Elbow down across the knee, and now Dom in trouble. He dominated the early part of the match, but since turning that momentum around, Eddie Guerrero, I believe, has had the significant advantage as he springboards off with a drop kick, and down again goes Dom Mysterio. You know, on paper, to find out that your own father's the referee of the match, you would think that would give you a pretty good foothold.
Well, you would think so, and normally that might be the case. However, as we alluded to earlier on, Dom has not really endeared himself to his father or anyone else in his family, for that matter, over the last several years.
He has the pin on him. Oh, 2.5, and Eddie managing to kick out. Dom going up in the air for it. What's he going to do here? Looking for the brainbuster. Eddie Guerrero comes out the back door. There's a chop to the knee. Capture suplex takes him all the way up and over, and now Dom showing the pain. Eddie Guerrero off the top rope. 5-star frog splash. Will that be it? He covers, hooks the leg. There's a count of 2, and it's all over.
He came here with a mission. The mission's accomplished. But I've got to say one thing right now for this young man. One hell of a fight against a very seasoned veteran. And Dom has nothing to hold his head down about.
Well, I am sure he's got to call his father out somehow for the outcome of this one.
Well, he may very well do that. He can believe that if he wants to. And you never can say never. There could be a return match in the cards.
The history between these three men. It was WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio against Eddie Guerrero in a ladder match for custody of Dom Mysterio.
And he was actually claiming he might be Dom's actual father.
Here's your winner, Eddie.
Tremendous victory for Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. We'll be back in just a moment with our next exciting match. Stay with us.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you?
All right, fans, bad to the bone. Nia Jax.
Well, just bad to the bone or just bad?
Well, this lady could be the destroyer of worlds on any given day. She has put a lot of women down. She's even put some of them on the shelf for periods of time. Who's going to be bad enough to step up to Nia Jax?
Well, I don't know, but we're about to find out.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, this has all the potential in the world.
Bull Nakano heading down to the ring. The land of the rising sun well represented here at Legendsmania 6.
Well, indeed, we saw Io Sky in the opening match along with the legend of legends, Antonio Inoki. And now, Bull Nakano in what promises to be another tremendous matchup. I don't imagine this one's going to go very long.
Well, neither one of these women are going to be known for their cardio, although I would say Bull Nakano is probably going to have that advantage over Nia Jax. When it comes to size and strength, I would give that advantage, as seen right here, to Nia Jax. So now the real question is, which game plan will be executed victoriously?
Well, I'd say the bigger question is which one of these women has a game plan that they can actually execute. Both of them are used to being the biggest and strongest in a match, and neither one of them really has a clear-cut advantage in that category here tonight, not even Nia Jax.
Look at this, choking her out in the corner, and the look on the face of Bull Nakano says it all, as Nia making it look like child's play, carrying around the ring 2 cross-knee backbreakers.
Well, that's not something that's easy to do because you're looking at 2 of the biggest, strongest, toughest women in wrestling today.
And Nakano just bounced off Nia Jax. When have you ever seen that effect on Bull Nakano?
I don't believe I've ever seen that effect on Bull Nakano before.
Nia Jax stomps her into the mat. Off the ropes, and Nakano better figure out something quickly as the elbow drives down with the full weight of Nia Jax behind it. This match will end when only one woman is left standing. Which one will it be? There's press. Oh, well done. Nia Jax has her back up. That's what she wanted. And now she's got Bull Nakano. What is she going to do with her? She's walking her all the way to the turnbuckle. Hip thrust. Referee putting the count on Bull Nakano right now.
Well, you're going to have to do a lot more damage than that if you're going to keep Bull Nakano down for a 10 count. But I will say this. She better find a way very quickly to get back into this match. Because right now, Nia Jax not only dominating as she busts that kendo stick right over the head.
Yeah, the damage has been done to Bull Nakano, and she has not really repaid Nia Jax up to this point. It has been a one-sided battle, and I've got to tell you, I'm absolutely amazed by that.
Bull Nakano now is back up to her feet. The question is she able to do anything?
Nia Jax perches her on the top turnbuckle. What is she planning on doing here? Bull Nakano coming off the, oh, Samoan drop from the middle rope. That might be all she wrote. Nia Jax walks right into the buzzsaw, but look at this. Still no effect whatsoever. Nia Jax has dominated Bull Nakano.
Spine buster sends her crashing down. The referee was going to put a count on, and Nia Jax said, I'm not done yet.
Once again, the official starting the count. If he reaches 10, the match will be over. Bull Nakano has yet to put Nia Jax down for a count of even 1. And she stirs, she'll get up and stop the count at 7. Look at this, like a freight train.
Nia Jax just ran through her, and it was like 2 semis going head to head.
And I have never seen Bull Nakano manhandled or a woman handled like this ever before. Nakano back to her feet, but she's gonna have to eventually find some way to mount offense. She cannot keep on playing a defensive game here. Once again, no impact at all. Nia Jax returns the favor. Has her high overhead, walks around with it, and now just drops her to the mat.
Nia Jax showing why she is one of the baddest women in the history of wrestling.
Indeed, bad to the bone is what it was given as a moniker. And thus far, the only bad one here has been Nia Jax, who has dismantled Bull Nakano. Finally, Nia Jax kept down for a 2 count. The first time the referee has counted on her tonight. Nakano going ringside now. She's going to go underneath the ring. She's got a baseball bat. Are you kidding me?
Please. Last woman standing, and it's all legal. May not be the most moral thing in the world.
Oh, she dropped her on her head. Normally it's Nia Jax doing that.
Bull Nakano with a very devastating maneuver, and Nia Jax may not be getting up from this one.
Well, somehow or another she does manage to, and I gotta tell you, I'm shocked. Thought for sure that was gonna be the one that ended the match. Choke slam by Nia Jax, and once again Bull Nakano is down as Nia Jax acknowledges this crowd, even though they don't really seem to care for her very much.
Well, she's making a big mistake right now, turning her back on her opponent.
And even with that advantage, Bull Nakano unable to make anything of it. Referee's count is going. Will she be able to get up? The count is 7. Nakano is on one knee. Referee has stopped the count. Meantime, Nia Jax really doing a number on Bull Nakano here. Over the rope, she's on the apron. Nia Jax, what is she doing?
She's got a kendo stick and right across the back.
Oh, she cracked her in the skull with it and then breaks that kendo stick over the knee. Bull Nakano, I don't think she can take any more. This is out of control. She has absorbed so much punishment in this match. Big cross right and drops Nia Jax.
For the first time in the match, I think she might be in trouble.
Very possible indeed.
Jax now pulling herself up to the top rope as Bull Nakano is right there to meet her. Nakano has her up and slammed to the mat. Bull Nakano now from the middle rope drops the leg.
Referee now starts the count on Nia Jax. Will that be enough? It might be. No life shown in Nia Jax as we're at 7 and she just barely.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Nia Jax, I thought she was going to take advantage. Bull Nakano dodging a bullet that time by losing her focus.
Nia Jax once again back to her feet. Things starting to even up a little bit more in this match as the referee got caught in the crossfire. Went for a pile driver, a back body drop instead as Nia Jax powers her way out of that one. And now Nia Jax has that baseball bat.
She threw it right at her, but it went high. Bounced off the ropes, but didn't really make contact with Bull Nakano.
Nakano hunting down Nia Jax. She's got her. Rear waist lock. Neck breaker. Bull Nakano going to allow the referee to continue the count, see if she has done enough damage to keep Nia Jax down for the 10 count.
Not yet. But suddenly this match is looking a lot more plausible for either of these women to win.
Indeed, it was all Nia Jax for the longest time. Nia pulling herself back up. Look at Bull Nakano. German suplex folds her in half. Nia Jax in trouble. Bull Nakano taking in the acolytes. And wait a minute. A spine buster by Nia Jax gives her the advantage.
Tremendous right hand, and now that double axe handle to the back. Nia Jax is in control. The only question is, can she put her away?
I do believe you're going to have to do a little bit more than that to keep her down. Bull Nakano fighting her way back to her feet, but Nia Jax right there to meet her. Not the meeting you'd like to have.
Nakano has her up in here now. Look at this, could be a power bomb. It is.
Power bomb right in the middle of the ring. Nia Jax is raked in pain. Her whole body shuddered on that impact. Back to her feet, both of these ladies meeting in the middle of the ring. Nia Jax with a scoop. Oh, she got caught. Nice reversal DDT, courtesy of Bull Nakano. Tremendous action, ladies and gentlemen, here as part of Legendsmania with these two women. The last woman standing, who will it be? Nia Jax back on her feet. Now she goes head-to-head with Bull Nakano. These two powerhouses locking up once again. Shoulder breaker courtesy of Nia Jax, who looks down on Bull Nakano, thinks she's got her done.
Well, it's very possible, but I'm not so sure shoulder breaker would be enough.
Well, you are correct as she is able to get up. And now Nia Jax just struck her head on the steel ring post.
Once again, making the mistake of celebrating way too early.
Nia Jax, she's got to be seeing stars after that one. Did you hear the noise her head made when she struck the steel post?
I think they heard that one up in the cheap seats.
Bull Nakano now has got that baseball bat just in case she finds a way back up, and I'm not sure she'll be able to. Not after hitting that ring post. Nia Jax still around. Oh, and a big boot right to the face. Nia Jax, what has she got in mind? Gone out to ringside to get that kendo stick and cracks it across the small of the back of Bull Nakano. Referee's count continues. Bull Nakano here on the floor. Not sure she'll be able to get up this time.
Well, there's no ropes to help her from outside the ring, but she manages to get back up and back into the ring.
She has Nia Jax off and drops her on her head once again. That time it looked really bad.
Yeah, I saw her neck kink sideways, and I think that might be it. That might be enough.
Nia Jax has this one in control. It might be indeed Bull Nakano victorious, ladies and gentlemen. What a tremendous matchup. Last woman standing in a bad to the bone match. And despite the beginning of the match, which was all Nia Jax, Bull Nakano pulls out a most impressive victory as she is the last woman standing.
Well, we take a look back here at the replay, you can see early on Nia Jax was just having her way with Bull Nakano, and she was dominating the match in all aspects. But there came a turning point.
Look at that, cracking that stick right over the head of Bull Nakano. Can you believe that?
At this point in time, Nia Jax was still solidly in the lead.
Indeed, took her from the middle rope, across the shoulders, and there's that Samoan drop. Family heirloom, let's call it. What a battle between these two women, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we call it Legendsmania. Nakano dropping that leg right down across the chest. And then here, Nia Jax, one of several times where she turned her back on her opponent, but that one cost her. Head first spike into the mat.
Well, Nia Jax did a very good job of getting back into the matchup.
Here is your winner,
Tremendous victory for that lady right there, Bull Nakano. Congratulations. We'll be back with more of Legends Mania 6 in just a moment.
Welcome to the Nation Network, your home for all things pro wrestling. From classic video games to the latest releases, we dive deep into wrestling past and present. Step into the ring with Legendsmania, where dream matches come alive as legends clash with today's top stars. Join the conversation on Wrestle Chat, our podcast breaking down the biggest stories and hottest events in wrestling today.
Leave an island unto my own.
And don't miss the voice of Ultra Pro Wrestling, Vince McShane, right here on the Nation Network. This is the place where wrestling lives, breathes, and never sleeps. Hit subscribe and let's run wild together.
All right, fans, we are back. What's the rush? Oh, take a look at this, the Motor City Machine Guns.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Shelley, Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns, multi-time TNA Tag Team Champions, former WWE Tag Team Champions. And now, who will they be facing here at Legendsmania?
What a rush!
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
At a combined weight of 550 pounds, Hawkins and the Animal, the Road Warriors.
Call them the Road Warriors, call them the Legion of Doom. The most decorated tag team in the history of the business. They are the tag team that truly built tag teams.
Well, there's no doubt about that. These two gentlemen, realistically, throughout their entire careers with very little time in between, were always a tag team. Wherever they went together.
Indeed, former multi-time AWA Tag Team Champions, multi-time NWA Tag Team Champions, WWF Tag Team Champions. Everywhere they ever went, they were the champions. And a dominant force unlike any other. Now, I would dare say the Motor City Machine Guns are going to have a very sound strategy to pull off a win in this one, because they cannot match size or strength with the Legion of Doom.
No, I should say not. They're definitely going to have to rely on their quickness and their agility advantage if they can, and I'm not so sure that they can. They will need to cut the ring in half. They will need to get a lot of double teams in and take advantage of the 5-second count.
Tag already made by the Road Warriors as they get ready. Double clothesline. And Sabin just got turned inside out with that one. Went for the single leg. Had no effect on Hawk. Once again, want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network for Legendsmania 6. William Perkins, welcome aboard. And now, the Road Warrior using the ropes for added leverage, and Chris Sabin. You can see the side-by-side comparison. There's got to be at least a 45-pound weight variance there.
Well, this is professional wrestling. For amateur wrestling, then they'd be fighting within their weight class. However, that does not exist here in the world of professional wrestling.
And again, the Road Warriors doing an absolutely tremendous job of tag team wrestling. Off the ropes now, taking a page out of the book of the Hart Foundation with their version of the Heart Attack. And there's the tag made to Alex Shelley. His first chance to get into the ring, and he unloads on Animal. Series of punches and kicks, and now gonna try and bring Animal up, and he does. Shell shock.
Well, I don't know if that was a full blast of shell shock, but he definitely got him.
And now Shelley's in the wrong part of town as Animal basically showing no sign of wear and tear from that offense. Wide open as Hawk comes off that middle rope with a big right hand, dropping Alex Shelley. Welcome to the party. Thus far, the power and strength is winning out handily. And again, Shelley's in the wrong part of town. And again, the Road Warriors just seem like the more polished team here tonight at Legendsmania.
Animal over there having words with Chris Sabin, but that was a mistake.
Sabin comes in from behind on a sneaky tag, rolls the shoulders up and got a 1 count. That was a mistake made by the Road Warrior that time. Do not underestimate these men. Do not judge them based on their size, because if you do that, you may very well be on the short end of the paycheck.
Into the corner now. There's a tag made, and finally a double team attack coming at the hands of the Motor City Machine Guns. What a move right there.
Indeed, and now Shelley went for the high risk and nobody was home. Another tag being made. The Road Warriors dominating this match. Albeit that brief flurry of offense we just saw moments ago from the Motor City Machine Guns. But again, the Road Warriors showing no sign of damage from it. Hawks down the wrong part of town, and finally some more double teaming coming up here by the Motor City Machine Guns. The double team, double hip toss, and drives him into the canvas. Follows it up with a couple of savant kicks. One to the back, one to the chest.
Well, there's a smart move right there. Saban trying to stretch out the knee and perhaps the ankle of Hawk. And if you can take away one of the legs, that will definitely change the complexion of the match. And it will take away the strength advantage that the Road Warriors have been using to dominate.
Well, we mentioned early on they have to be able to execute whatever their game plan is, and perhaps that's part of the game plan, but they haven't really executed anything particularly well thus far. Inverted atomic knee drop, drop kick to the knee, and now look at Shelley, has him stretched up. Oh, what a move! Saban taking advantage, and a drop kick to the wide open face of Hawk, and now the arm being tested.
Just that quick it can change. Just that quick. We could have seen the Motor City Machine Guns take this one.
There's a tag made. Here comes Animal. Shelley brought back in over the top rope. Shelley fighting back now. He's got him up. The heavy man and now drives him with the white noise. Snapmare takes him over. Shelley back in control, at least for the moment. There's a tag made. Saban. Let's see what he can do.
Well, I'll say one thing. The Motor City Machine Guns are doing a much better job of keeping the fresh man in the ring now.
It took a while for them to get their rhythm, but they do seem to be gelling much better. Once again, there's another quick tag. Suddenly things start to even up in this match a little bit. Again with the inverted atomic, and they're going to do it one more time. Off the ropes, drop kick to the face, and Animal's in trouble. Going for the cover, got one.
Even after all that punishment, he's able to kick out.
Shelley just ran into Hawk, and he had no effect on him. Bounced right off him like a bug on the windshield. Hawk with a big right hand, and now has him up in the air. Oh, wow, what a backbreaker. Dropped him down across the shoulder. Saban across the ring to make the save. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come, our big main event. Who will be the Legend of Legends? Stomping away on the midsection. Into the turnbuckle he goes. There's an elbow that caught him right across the jaw coming in. Shelley going to try and take advantage of the stunned Animal. Oh, head first into the middle turnbuckle. What a nice move right there.
Indeed, dropping him with a variation of the mic check.
Animal charging into the corner. Oh, no. Over 260 pounds crashing down on Alex Shelley. And the size and strength may be starting. Look at this. He just hurled them over the top rope and landing awkwardly off the apron, and now ringside, Hawk and Shelley going at it.
Well, this has reminded me of the old school Road Warriors, the AWA Road Warriors. These are the guys that do not care about their opponent's well-being.
A slip right there by Alex Shelley prevented him from connecting with whatever offensive move he may have had in mind. Double team coming up. Oh! And the Motor City Machine Guns connecting with the double super kicks. That got the full attention of Animal. Drop down, Animal off the ropes, got caught. Shin shot right to the chin, and there's a save made by Hawk.
Well, that's the first time the Road Warriors had to make a save, which shows you just how far the Motor City Machine Guns have come in this match.
From the top rope, here we go. The drive-by goes for the cover, hooks a leg. It'll be a massive upset. The shoulder comes off the canvas. Can you believe this?
I thought for sure this match was over. This crowd on its feet here. Legendsmania 6 delivers.
Another tag made. How much can we take? To the ropes, back out front. It has been working for them, and they are working it. That's the third time now, twice to Animal. And this is the part where you have to start thinking about what happens when the pain continues to build over time. And oh, he's got him right there, the Boston Crab, and Alex Shelley. Can he make the ropes?
Well, instead he grabs the ankle, takes away the leverage from Animal, and he releases the hold.
What a battle we're having here, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a night. And we're still not done yet. Tag made by the Road Warriors, and now Hawk coming in. Flying shoulder block went right through Alex Shelley like a hot knife through butter. There's the splash off the middle rope.
Well, he goes for the cover and he hooks the leg. That might be it.
Save was made by Sabin.
He had to cover a lot of ground to get there in time to Chris Sabin.
Dropping that fist right down into the head. And now the Road Warrior. Hawk in control. Sends him to the ropes. The two collide. Neither man gained an advantage from that one. Nice move right there. Alex Shelley with that step up enziguri to the side of the head. And now Hawk finds himself in the wrong part of town. Double team coming up. Are we going to see it again? No. Oh, that's a nice move right there. Coming up with a crossbody. Animal. Clothesline from behind. 2.5 count. He almost. How close do you want it, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, in the meantime, Animal just got eliminated right through our television set.
Sabin driving Hawk into the canvas. Shelley taking Animal down. Bodies flying everywhere. Right now, the Motor City Machine Guns are looking to make history. What an upset it'll be if they can defeat the Road Warriors.
Little miscommunication right there. Throwing Animal back into the ring. Tripped up Sabin.
Sabin on that top rope. However, he seems to think he's got it. He is calling for Hawk to get up. And Hawk, the old bait and switch, brought him in and then wasn't there. Power slam by the Road Warrior. And now Sabin is in trouble. Referee slides into position. There's one. Neither one of these teams willing to give up. Neither one of them willing to be second best here tonight.
Well, that's the whole thing. One of them's going to have to be. The question is, which one? Which one is going to make the critical mistake?
Hawk has got Sabin over the shoulder, drops him across the top rope. Going for the cover right now. That might be enough. There's one. Sabin somehow managing to kick out. Where is he getting it from? I have no idea.
Nice block right there by Sabin to avoid an enziguri of his own. And now there's a double team coming up one more time. The Motor City Machine Guns. They know that opportunity's not going to go too many more times.
Double team on the mic check, and now tag was made. He escaped the grasp of Alex Shelley out of desperation, and now here comes Animal. Driven into the canvas. That one's going to do some damage. Another double team coming up here by the Motor City Machine Guns. Double super kicks, and down he goes.
Look at Sabin methodically targeting the leg of Animal.
If you're going to take down a bigger opponent, that's a great way to do it. Went for the coup de grace, nobody was home. Power slam.
Well, that's one of the favorite moves right there by the Road Warrior.
Clothesline. Oh, that one definitely rocked his world. Save was made by Alex Shelley once again. Oh, this match is never going to end.
I'm not sure anybody wants it to.
Off the ropes, the two collide. Neither man gaining advantage from that one. Oh, look out, the doomsday device. It'll be all over. Hawk goes for the cover. Saving shoulders on the mat. There's a count of 1, 2, and the Road Warriors are gonna win.
Well, they prove once again why they are the all-time greatest tag team in the history of wrestling.
Fans, what a tag team classic we have had for you here tonight as part of Legendsmania 6. We had the mixed tag match to kick things off, but this one truly raising the bar here at Legendsmania.
Indeed, this is going to be one of those match of the year contenders for 2026, no doubt.
The back and forth, both teams had it. You have to wonder, though, early in the match, the Road Warriors really got off to a tremendous start. It took several minutes before the Motor City Machine Guns were able to turn that momentum in their favor, and then they went on quite the run of their own. But do you think if they wouldn't have spotted that big lead early on, things might not have been different?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind. The Road Warriors dominated the first 5 minutes of the match, and that was the difference maker at the end.
Both of these teams really showing the best of tag team wrestling. That's how close the Motor City Machine Guns came to pulling off the victory themselves.
Here are your winners.
Oh, hold on just a moment. What do we got here? Throwing them out over the top rope to the floor. The Road Warriors, they are the #1 tag team, in my opinion. We'll be back with more in just a moment. The main event when we return.
Rated T for Teen.
The GOAT. You hear it so much you forget what it means. Greatest of all time.
What's your name, kid?
John Cena. Games and matches morph into seasons. Seasons into years. Years into decades. But the GOAT perseveres in a style all his own. You can't see me. Every damn night. Oh, he sees you. He hears you. Feels you. Loves you. Every last one.
2K26, the GOAT. Pre-order 2K26 for the exclusive Stew Edition.
Don't it up, John.
Tonight in our main event, we will crown the first ever Legend of Legends champion. These 4 men will battle in elimination match until only one remains standing, and he will be the first ever Legend of Legends champion.
I want to live forever, brother. I'm not worried spiritually about this thing. I got my travel arrangements made. I got the deal upstairs already done.
But listen to this. I'm going to make a lot of money from this match, but I'd just as soon kick his ass for free.
Dusty Rhodes, the legend. Johnny Weaver taught me the Weaver lock.
That match is mine. I deserve it.
Hulkamania is going to live forever.
ETA, brother. Don't trust anybody.
Because you are talking to the legend, Dusty Rhodes. You are talking to the master of disaster.
You're talking to the man that makes you feel bad in the morning.
You think you're special? You deserve a championship match? Why?
With the whole world watching on closed circuit TV, you will feel the power of the largest arms in the world. Past, present, and future, the Hulkster is the greatest WWF champion there ever was and there ever will be. What you gonna do when the largest arms in the world and the power of Hulkamania destroy you?
All right, fans, this is it. The main event of main events here on Legendsmania.
Making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, the
The dead man himself, The Undertaker.
Well, seeing The Undertaker coming out on that motorcycle, that is the American Badass. And he is a special kind of evil. The big evil.
From his sheer size and strength and power, he's going to be one of the more dominant forces. Perhaps he and Hulk Hogan will be the two most to watch from that category.
Well, of course, not only that, but let's acknowledge the history between these men.
And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, one of the all-time greats, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
and his opponents. First, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 289 pounds, one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Indeed, one half of the NWA WCW Tag Team Champions, along with Magnum TA, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. When you talk about people who have been successful, none more than the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has proven time and time again that he's got what it takes to get the job done. He doesn't look like the superstar, but he certainly is.
When you hear the glass, that's your Stone Cold. Steve Austin is here.
And from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, a man that I know quite a bit about. And I'll say this, I haven't always liked the son of a bitch, but when it comes to getting the job done under the bright lights in the main events, nobody does it quite like Stone Cold.
Indeed, one of the biggest merch pushers of all time. Talk about a man who was able to connect to the people. Stone Cold Steve Austin. As much as this match is going to be for the championship, for the first time ever, we will have a legend of legends. You've got to imagine the egos that are going to be running through this one. And when you talk about egos, you've got to be talking about our next entrant, the final person in the four-man match, Hulk Hogan.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 303 pounds, the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
Well, Hulk Hogan is the reason why we have a Legends division in many reasons. Because Hulkamania indeed is still running wild.
This crowd on its feet. From the moment the song starts, Hulk Hogan has these people in the palm of his hand. And look at this crowd. They are in a frenzy for Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania running wild here at Legendsmania 6, ladies and gentlemen. One of these four men will host and hoist that championship title at the end of the night. Who will it be? Referee calls for the bell. This one officially underway. Look at this matchup. Stone Cold Steve Austin with a stunner. He just caught The Undertaker with a stunner to start the match.
In the meantime, Hulk Hogan and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, starting to tie up with one another.
And now look at this. Dusty Rhodes indeed tied up, this time with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Goes for the cover after a series of right hands. You're going to have to do more than that, Steve. I don't mind telling you. And there's the bionic elbow. Dusty going for the cover. There's one. There's two. He got him. Oh, man, it was almost over. Austin got the shoulder up just barely. And now Dusty Rhodes out on the floor with Hulk Hogan. Hogan got Dusty up, and there's a power slam. In the meantime, we can see inside the squared circle, clothesline by The Undertaker. Going for the cover. Stone Cold Steve Austin able to kick out of that one. There's the tie-up. Gonna go for that tombstone, perhaps. No, Austin not gonna stay there long enough. Roll up by Austin. The shoulders are down. Referee, I don't know where he was. Again, this is elimination style, ladies and gentlemen. Pinfalls are good in and outside the squared circle. This match will continue until only one man remains.
Well, the biggest challenge with that means no one has to worry about where the other three men in the match are. You don't have to break up pinfalls or submission. You just have to make sure it doesn't happen to you.
Hulk Hogan shattered a light bulb over the head of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Austin goes for the cover, hooks the leg, gets one, gets two, and Hogan not done yet. Off the ropes, big elbow right under the jaw, and Stone Cold in trouble. Look at Hogan going to work on the trapezius. And Austin comes out the back door with a cross ankle sweep to get himself out of trouble. Action inside the ring, action outside the ring as Dusty Rhodes and The Undertaker battling it out here ringside. Atomic knee drop on The Undertaker on the floor, but meantime Austin going for the stunner. Hulk Hogan is down. Will that be enough? There's one. There's two. Hogan gets a shoulder up.
Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania. It takes a lot to keep that man down.
Oh, there's another stunner. That's got to be it. Even Hulk Hogan can't maintain this. There's a 2 count. Hulk Hogan's been eliminated. The fluorescent light bulb here at ringside. Back body drop on the floor. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Hulk Hogan, the first man eliminated. Can you believe that?
Well, it was going to be a shocker no matter who it was out of these four men.
Austin now going for the cover on Dusty Rhodes deep in the bullpen here, but not going to get it. Oh, just drove The Undertaker into the steel post. Dusty Rhodes returns the favor, and now both Undertaker and Austin are bloody messes. Small package on Dusty Rhodes. Unbelievable action.
We are seeing the best of the best, and they are fighting. Like you said earlier, egos are one thing. The Legend of Legends Championship's another. And to be the first man ever to hold it.
You think about the men who could have been in this match and didn't make the cut for one reason or another. There's a DDT on the floor. Names like Ric Flair, names like John Cena. And Austin now with some sign language for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Austin stomping away on Dusty here ringside. Austin going for the cover, hooks the leg, referee comes along. Meantime, The Undertaker going underneath the ring for a steel chair. He caught Austin in the back with it. And Austin just hit the ring post again. Clothesline to the back of the neck, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is in trouble.
Just ran the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, head on into The Undertaker. And the action taking place now on the floor. Austin with a stop sign.
Right over the top of the head of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and The Undertaker. Dropping Austin here on the floor. Goes for the cover on Dusty Rhodes. Referee trying to get into position. Dusty able to get out of trouble just in the nick of time. Undertaker slamming Dusty Rhodes onto the corner of the apron. And now, stunner! Stunner! He got him!
Stone Cold Steve Austin going for the cover.
And a 2 count on The Undertaker is all he's going to get. And now, dropping Dusty Rhodes with a DDT here on the floor. And now The Undertaker has got Stone Cold Steve Austin up with a choke slam on top of the stop sign. And now the steel chair down across the body of both Dusty Rhodes and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The dead man hooks the leg, gets one, gets two, and Austin still able to kick out. Dusty Rhodes just from behind, driving The Undertaker head first into the floor.
Well, I've got to tell you, Dusty Rhodes making a smart move, bringing the action back inside the squared circle.
All three of these men did so much damage, and now there's a table involved. And there's that fluorescent bulb somehow still intact. As Dusty Rhodes with a cross-knee backbreaker on Stone Cold Steve Austin now turns his attention to the dead man. And Dusty going back and forth delivering. Austin fighting his way loose. And now what's he got in mind? Sets him up for perhaps a power bomb. And now Dusty Rhodes might be finished. Austin with a count of 1, 2, and Dusty Rhodes comes out the back.
Stone Cold Steve Austin could not put him away. And now The Undertaker, perhaps the last ride for Austin.
Austin just came down in the ropes. He is hurt. And he managed to get the shoulder up, but there wasn't much behind it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin right now, he is in a lot of trouble, and The Undertaker knows it. The dead man outside the ring, what's he gonna do?
We've got trash cans, we've got steel steps, and The Undertaker. Look at this.
You want to talk about match of the year candidates? Here's one for you.
And now a barbed wire baseball bat, courtesy of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And down into the knee. Double team on The Undertaker. Now Dusty Rhodes just caught it to the head. Stone Cold Steve Austin has taken over this match.
Referee doing all he can just to be in the position to make the 3 count if it's there.
And now Dusty Rhodes busted wide open. Here's a count of 1. There's 2, and Dusty Rhodes got the shoulder up. Are you kidding me? Steel steps now, driven into the body of Stone Cold Steve Austin by The Undertaker. And Dusty Rhodes almost dropped on top of that garbage can. Austin with a stunner. The shoulders of The Undertaker down, the referee in position. He got him, and now it's Dusty Rhodes and Stone Cold Steve Austin. One of these 2 men is about to make history.
He's going to try and draw submission from Austin. Dusty Rhodes has got the knee right into the small of the back of Austin.
Austin able to survive that one. Stunner! That's got to be all she wrote. There's 1. There's 2. Dusty Rhodes not finished yet. What is keeping him going?
Austin throwing that garbage can right on top of Dusty Rhodes. And now the stop sign to follow.
Can Dusty Rhodes kick out one more time? No! That is just too much to bear, ladies and gentlemen. Stone Cold Steve Austin is indeed the legend of legends here tonight.
We promised you a night you'd never forget, and we delivered. This has been Legendsmania 6.
What a main event, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look back at the replay. The Undertaker looked like for sure was going to eliminate Stone Cold Steve Austin in that moment, but did not. And these 3 men, what a war on the floor. It was back and forth. Every time you thought one of them was down, they found a way to kick out.
Well, there's Austin right there. Stone Cold Stunner on The Undertaker.
And here we see him go to work on Dusty Rhodes. There's the stunner that set up the finish. Dusty was able to kick out there, but moments later, after a garbage can and a stop sign being driven into the back of his head, that was just too much.
Here is your winner, and new prestigious champion, Stone Cold.
Your Legend of Legends champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Nation Network. This is Legendsmania.